preliminary hearing for a man accused of killing his estranged wife concluded in Wailuku District Court. Judge Adrienne Healy said that based on overwhelming evidence, the case will proceed to circuit court. She called the crime especially heinous, horrific, and reprehensible.
45-year-old Stephen Schmidt is charged with the murder of his estranged wife, 24-year-old Kehau Farias Schmidt, and the attempted murder of two men who tried to intervene, 34-year-old James Reeves of Haiku and 53-year-old Scott Spencer Kip Stolzig of Wailuku. Both men were admitted to the hospital after sustaining stab wounds in the incident. In an amended complaint, Schmidt is also charged with attempted murder of 32-year-old David Ryan. Wednesday's proceedings included testimony from 3 individuals with the Maui Police Department, including a detective, a sergeant, and an evidence specialist. Maui Detective Gordon Sagoon testified that on the evening of April 19th, Reeves was shopping at the Kehalani Foodland when he heard a woman screaming and people yelling, quote, "He's got a knife," unquote. He said Reeves was unable to testify on his own behalf because he remains hospitalized and hooked up to a machine that is draining blood from his lungs. Detective Sagoon said that after being cut across the face and stabbed in the chest, Reeves made his way to the front of the store but collapsed near the register, where he told a friend to tell his kids that he loves them. According to Sagoon, the other stabbing victim, Stolzig, was shopping when he became alarmed by people screaming in the store. He observed Farias Schmidt with her neck sliced open and responded by applying pressure to her wound. Police say the suspect came back into the Foodland store, and that's when Stolzig was sliced across the face and stabbed in his torso, with a wound extending from his upper chest to his lower abdomen, according to Detective Sagoon's testimony. Also testifying on Wednesday was Sergeant Alan Brown, who was involved in the police pursuit of the suspect from the store in Wailuku to his home at an Ohana unit located at 400 Molokai Hema Street in Kahului. Sergeant Brown testified that the suspect, who left the scene in a Suzuki Grand Vitara, jumped a curb to exit the Foodland parking lot and crossed into an oncoming lane of traffic to get past cars at the intersection of the Mauilani Parkway and South Kamehameha Avenue. Once arriving at the residence, Sergeant Brown said he drew his firearm and ordered Schmidt to the ground 4 to 5 times, but said the suspect took his time getting down and was slow to comply. During the response, a young girl later identified as the suspect's daughter asked what was happening, and Sergeant Brown said Schmidt responded saying, quote, "I couldn't take it anymore," unquote. Anthony Earls, an evidence specialist with Maui Police Department, said several items were recovered from the vehicle that Schmidt was operating, including a key ring that was still in the ignition, slippers from under the steering column of the driver's side floor, a pocket knife in the closed position that was on the front passenger seat, as well as 3 court documents all relating to the same court number, including a respondent's copy of a temporary restraining order filed by petitioner Kehau Farias Schmidt. Earls described the knife that was recovered, saying it was approximately 8 inches long with a 3.5-inch blade. The judge in the case has maintained a no bail status for Stephen Schmidt that is subject to review by the judge upstairs. The next court date is on May 10th. Reporting from Wailuku District Court, for Maui Now, I'm Wendy Osher.